Yeah, this is the debut podcast of Cafe Americain. I am your host, Chris Michaels, and I did radio for 3 years, and I did it live on terrestrial radio. Now I am throwing my hat into the ring of podcasting, and let me tell you this much, I hate podcasting. But the reason why I am doing this is because I have an ego and I need attention, and because I don't get enough attention at work and everywhere else, I need to be popular online. The whole idea behind Cafe Americain is not only to stroke my ego and my brilliance, but it is to talk about real politics. I'm talking about exopolitics. Exopolitics factors in not only the everyday events that are plastered across the online media, such as CNN.com and MSNBC and CNBC and whatever else you want, but it also factors in all of the other channels that mainstream media outlets do not look at. And we're talking about energy work. We're talking about what really goes on in between the dimensions. So we are going to factor in not only terrestrial politics, but we're also going to factor in extraterrestrial politics. And that also includes looking at the dynamics that the universe and the galaxy, along with our solar system, and what they're going through, because it's all tied together. We are on the cusp, we meaning the human family in this dimension, we are on the cusp of a great realignment and an energy ascension. And all of the terrestrial politics that you see with Donald Trump and other people coming to light, such as all of these molesters and pedophiles in Hollywood, all of this is coming to light because we are on the cusp of ascension. It's like ripping a Band-Aid off. So we are in exciting times, and I'm going to talk about it. Not only that, but I'm also going to talk about entertainment, current events, smut, because it's always fun to talk about smut, and dating. So I'm going to have other guests on. Most of these guests are going to be younger than yours truly because they're a lot more entertaining. And plus, me personally, I am happily attached. So I don't care about this stuff, but it's fun to make fun of other people. I, in my past career as a radio host, was known as the Limbaugh of truth. Not because I espoused Limbaugh theology, but because I was not afraid to drop truth bombs on people. I was one of the only people to say that Hillary Clinton is a felon during the 2016 elections. And I was one of the only people to be validated in my opinion thanks to WikiLeaks. Way before WikiLeaks became popular, and way before all of the people in the center-right and possibly the far-right even became aware of what was going on. So I have also run for public office in the past. I got a modest 25% of the vote. I got a 35% of the vote when 25% of the vote was the norm for the role that I ran for. So hot dog to that. And because of what I did, basically, I got angry and I leveled the people that nominated me because they double-crossed me. I got notoriety from basic average voters. And this is fantastic. However, the party that nominated me did not like me, and they subsequently kicked me out. So this is where I am coming from. I am rebellious by nature. I have a big mouth, and I have bigger opinions. And somebody is going to hear about it. Mainly you. With the ultimate goal being entertainment and illuminating people just because I talk about real exopolitics. This is what I'm all about. It's not about, what happened with the Oscars? Because who gives a damn? I really don't care about all the pedophiles. I really don't care. Well, I do care about exposing them. There's a joke in there somewhere, exposing pedophiles. I don't care about I don't care about that type of media. You're never going to entertain me. I may have somebody on the show that talks about this stuff, but that's about as far as it will go, and I don't know if I can put up with it. It's so mind-boggling to me. So tonight, we're going to... now, I have a couple of episodes that I'm also going to upload at the same time as the premiere broadcast. But a lot of these episodes, you will listen to me, and you'll say, oh my God, he is a Trump supporter. But that's not the case. That's not the case. The problem is that the media and the former CIA chief, Brennan, has done such an excellent propaganda job that if you say anything that goes against the mainstream party line and the globalist party line, you are automatically a Trump supporter and your opinion is automatically sidelined. Now, this isn't good because now we don't have a dialogue in this country and we cannot get to the bottom of what is really going on because nobody is willing to listen and nobody is brave enough to have that other opinion. So we're going to talk about all that fun stuff. Tonight, we are going to go into a little bit about group consciousness and how the mainstream media has altered this group consciousness within the United States. And it's fantastic because we're going to talk about neuro-linguistic programming and what it's like when politicians speak to you, what it's like when CEOs speak to you. How come you are swayed by their arguments and how come your energy is rested slightly and you are reassured whenever they speak to you? Well, I'll tell you why right now. It's because of the language that they use, and it's also because of the hypnotic tones they portray themselves with, and it's not on accident. And also, number two, the second topic we're going to talk about is how stupid the Trump tax cuts really are. And don't believe the hype that is coming out of the White House. Don't believe the hype about what the White House is saying and how it's lifting up everybody. And everybody is getting money back. And everybody is getting raises. Wrong. This is incredibly wrong. This is nothing more than a small Band-Aid on something that requires hundreds of thousands of stitches. It's not going to fix anything. And we'll talk about that too. Up next.